Welcome, and hello, hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Video Game Playthrough Center. You know, I'm not even gonna bother to cut that fuck out. Anyway, we are going to play some Portal 2 now. Probably one of the most awesome games I've ever played in my life, man. This game is fucking awesome. Valve, and that's gotta be, I swear, that is one of the strangest looking logos I've ever seen, though, that whole Valve logo with the guy and the Valve in the back of his head. I get it, but yeah. Well, hello there, person I killed. Or computer I killed, I should say. Portal 2. Love the ominous opening. You know, I made a mistake here. I should have, started to use this in a new profile instead of my own, because that way I can show the achievements. I'm gonna do that next time. But anyway, just so you know, I have to have the subtitles on because I can't hear. Otherwise, I won't be able to hear things. See, let me explain my setup a bit. The way my setup works with my old previous program, that I used to capture stuff, you couldn't hear anything on the TV, even though I managed to get the display on the TV and on the capture card at the same time. But I could hear stuff out of the capture card, so I have to just put headphones on and listen to the game through my computer. But that doesn't work here because the audio, I can hear it, but the audio will keep dipping and lagging and sounding weird. Even though it'll be fine, the actual recording is fine. So yeah, I can't actually listen to it while I'm recording. So I had to turn my volume up to 100 to hear it. But it doesn't work here.
With state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
For those of you who want a recap of what happened before, of how Chell got into this crappy motel room in Aperture Science, just read Portal 2 Lab Rat, the webcomic.
This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical
Best gymnastics ever.
There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
Wow, these control tests get easier and easier.
You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music.
Ah, peaceful. I love this game.
Now, please return to your bed.
Sleep!
Good morning. You have been in suspension for...
I think that was 8 9s, and I lost count. I'm not the subtitles are wrong.
Are you... Oh, God. You look... good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay?
These are 8 or 7 9s.
Answer that. I'm actually
Anyway,
fine.
hi Wheatley.
Plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. It's all safe. Prepare. It's all fine. All right?
So,
I'm going to get...
let me get this straight.
You might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
The reserve power grid lasts for this long. Really? That's a long fucking time. I mean, wow.
Hear me? Hello? Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped. But never mind, say apple. Apple.
Valve's trolling us.
You know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional.
I love how this machine has a British accent. I love that.
Hey, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. How you doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on!
Oh, I get it.
Nobody tells me anything. No,
I understand now. Wait, I'm confused. It stops looking at the bloody test subjects, and that means that...
Test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of.
Then how did I survive?
Right, close. Can you see?
I thought he was trying to say because the reserve grid was out, everyone was woken up and unfrozen. But how does it keep people? How does it keep them frozen? How are we cryo? How does it keep us cryogenically frozen without any power? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, if the reserve grid is dead, I'm confused. Aren't they all dead anyway? Oh yeah, you should look carefully at the containers. There's some funny little facts that they have checked off, like they have fat and slim, things like fat and slim to check off.
But if anyone asks, tell them as far as you know, the last time you checked, everyone looked pretty much alive.
There are other people in this building other than... There are other living people in this building than me.
On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're going to need to get out of here.
Is it a cone of ice cream?
I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
Yeah, it's a docking station.
Good news. That is not a docking station.
Yes, it is. I mean, look down. It's like down there. See it? See the docking station?
On this wall.
It's right there.
Technical. Hold on. Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes, not bullet holes. But don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. Oh, there we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that, you've got the jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
Oh, he says gauntlet. I thought he said cognitive gourmet.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical
This place looks familiar, doesn't it?
Potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open, and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Looks familiar. I love the graphics in this game are awesome. And that's one of the better things they did was having us start off in Portal 1's chambers.
Don't worry, the odds of this happening twice are very slim. Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through.
It's amazing how much a game can change, because the Emancipation Grid was like the one in Portal 1 until very late into the development.
Lie on your back and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Oh, is that all? Anyway, I like this new version of Test Chamber, was it 2? No, 1, because, I like the new version of Test Chamber 1. Essentially, a lot better than the old one where you had to wait for portals. This one you actually can control a portal.
Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the completion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will remind you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
If society is rebuilt. I believe the reason they moved into the future, I remember reading, was they moved us so far in the future to disconnect this portal from the Half-Life series.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to motion.
Oh fuck! I forgot to... Damn it! I was supposed to show I didn't show the diagram of the Animal King. That thing was funny. It's like you had a giant turret with animal skin and a crown.
You made it. There should be a portal device on that podium over there. couldn't see it though. Maybe it fell off.
If you wait long enough, Wheatley will tell you to go there and stand and look up until he's telling you to fall for this trap. I wonder if that was did that on purpose. So,
Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? That's the portal gun number. Do you want me to work on this? You're still alive. I'm still waiting on it. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back. And as soon as I can locate your dead body, we'll bury it. Alright, 3, 2, 1. See you in an hour, hopefully. You're not dead.
alright. So, this is a mural. Remember the Ratman from Portal 1? Well, here's some stories that he's painted. So, scientists create GLaDOS. GLaDOS goes crazy and kills people. Ratman freaks out with his companion Q buddy. Ratman sets us up to defeat Chow, who's offering us the cake, and we deny it and defeat. But we deny the cake and we defeat Chow. And defeat GLaDOS. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Ratman takes a portal gun and then makes a nice little painting of Chow. Seriously, that was awesome. He's a good painter. And then putting the portal gun atop, he makes this ultimate mural for Chow with the phases of the moon. Because apparently the Ratman is a big fan of the moon, I've heard. That was the old Chow. The new Chow is even more badass. Couldn't resist saying that.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with 1 copy of the laws of robotics. Share. Good. If
That doesn't surprise me.
A military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
Oh boy, yeah. I get killed and killed and they get to file paperwork. Sounds like a tough life, doesn't it? They have it so bad. Meanwhile, I'm on the ground dying.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Oh man, I like the smooth jazz. It was awesome. I remember listening to the developer commentary, and they were talking about how people found smooth jazz universally funny. How when they did play testing, they found smooth jazz universally funny across the board.
Great work. Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
I don't know how I can do that, but I'll try. Anyway, for some reason I thought there might have been something in there, but I couldn't see because that's another issue with recording is the saturation is really high, so it's hard to see. So it's hard to see dark spaces very well. So yeah, another of the Ratman's dens.
If the enrichment center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
Didn't they say wasn't an idea for that they cut from the game gonna be like this atomic football or something like this? It was like this big ass football that if it touched the ground, it would just like destroy everything. It was a football made of antimatter. Made of antimatter. Now I remember. That would have been tough. Okay, that was unintentional but awesome.
circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
Wait, all personality constructs? Even the crazy one that tries to kill people?
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
I love this game. Too funny. Sorry if I seem unattentive. I'm trying to get at something that's been hurting me. It's been causing me pain for a while. Ow. It's either an ingrown fingernail or a splinter.
Who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization. Welcome. And remember, testing is the future. And the future starts with you.
And whoosh! And we have a cube. I don't know why I did that. Oh yeah, remember that DLC pack that was like this game that was like required you to buy a $400 motion control thing? Okay, I'm not gonna a $140 motion controller thing for the PC. Okay, that thing was awesome, but I'm not buying it because what the hell? Oh, okay. Anyway, that thing was awesome, but I'm not buying it because I'm not wasting money on that. I'm not wasting that much money, but that was like the super Wii.
In such a way that the future should not start with you. Please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
However, that doesn't mean they'll answer them.
Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun! Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day? Great.
That's an interesting
Put
philosophy.
the portal on that wall behind me there, and I'll meet you on the other side of the room. Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here, it's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail or I would die. But we're out of options here, so get ready to catch me, alright, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3! That's high. It's too high, isn't it really, that? Alright, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me! Ow! Ow.
It's impossible to catch him.
I'm not dead! I'm not dead! Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this. Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching.
I don't get it.
Seriously, I'm not joking. Can you just turn around for a second?
Why can't he do it if I'm watching? And yeah, I always try to do it quick enough so I can actually catch him in the act of doing it, but
I can't do it if you're watching.
it's a little annoying, but I do it. Don't worry.
All
Got ya!
right, turn around now.
Yeah, because that was so embarrassing. Yeah, because that was so embarrassing. You turning your
And off we go.
circular piece of your body a
Go
bit.
around to tell us where to go.
That didn't sound right.
We can go wherever we want. Hold on, though. Where are we then? Hang on, let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually. Oh, no. Yes, hello, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
I love it when it says that. It's like the most adorable thing ever. I'm different. That's the one turret I actually like because it's the one that won't. It's the one turret that you know isn't gonna murder you.
not able to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake. If you want to just call it quits, and we could just sit here forever, that's an option. Option A, sit here, do nothing. Option B, go through there, and if she's alive, she'll almost certainly kill us. So, if you've got any reservations whatsoever about this plan, now would be a tremendous time to voice them.
Love this ominous mood that appears as you finally go to the chamber.
Okay, I'm going to leave the cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off. All fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down there? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him.
I believe it. I killed her. I'm the one who did it.
Absolutely nothing happened. And then there's us escaping now. So that's pretty much the whole story.
I wonder if absolutely nothing did happen, or if something did happen. Maybe enough for like a interquel, like have in between, like have one that's before Portal 2 but after Portal 1. See what things did actually happen in this in 9 whatever days.
Oh, still held, still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous.
You know what disappoints me? I read that there are going to be 6 cores initially. There's only 4, and only 3 that, and the only one that gets really major publicity is Wheatley. But you want to know what two cores that were cut from the game are going to be? Well, I don't know what one of them was basically Wheatley, but with a red eye instead of the blue eye. But essentially, otherwise, it looks exactly the same.
Don't even look at anything else. Just obviously got to look at everything else to find the escape.
But one of them was the Curiosity Core. That would have been awesome, man. Curiosity Core meets Space Core. Think about it.
Don't touch anything else or look at.
Or what? Where are we? Right, space. What is space? Space! That would have been awesome.
Plug me in, and I'll turn the lights on.
Also, the fact I don't see any names on these switches tells me I'm not going to be finding the escape pod switch. I'm not leaving anytime soon, am I?
Oh, look at that! Turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving on. Now.
Don't open your fat mouth, Wheatley.
It's moving up. Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, next time.
Wonderful.
Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
We just threw every switch on in this freaking building.
Panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a pass. It's fine. I'll just not a problem.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, did I do B? It's not right, at least.
Power up complete.
Okay, listen. Alright, new plan. Act. Nothing. Hello!
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy. After you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! No! Oh no!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret.
Wheatley!
I feel we can put our differences behind us. Or silence. You monster.
You're the monster! You just killed Wheatley!
I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really...
Oh,
love
fuck.
the test.
No!
There's something we need to take care of first.
Well, it looks like GLaDOS was still alive. Well, our situation just went from bad to worse. GLaDOS is alive. Wheatley is dead. And we just went down an incinerator. Okay. I remember them saying something about how all Aperture science technology remains active under up to 400 degrees Kelvin, and that's how, isn't that how the portal device survives?
The incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of it that didn't get completely burned when we threw them down there.
See, that whole parts of her thing confuses me. She just attacked. She just crushed Wheatley, and Wheatley's the same thing that all the other all the other 4 things I threw down were. They were all, yeah, they're all cores. Why did those 3 hurt her? Why did those 4 hurt her, and why didn't crushing Wheatley do anything? And why did they burn up?
You have a dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area.
If the dual portal device survived this fucking heat.
By protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, you haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did?
That you're a bitch?
I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life were preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to mimic you killing me again and again.
Shit.
You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exactly nothing. Luckily, I'm a bigger person.
Can you imagine that? For 9999999,
After all,
or whatever, how many 9s that was? Could you imagine having to die over and over again? Every 2 minutes? I'd be pretty pissed too if I had to die every 2 minutes for thousands of years.
This place really is a thing. But the important thing is you're back with me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
We've actually reanimated dogs before in real life. Seriously.